How to refinish closet doors. If your closet doors are looking a little shabby, you can refinish them yourself and get them looking new again. You will need 2 sawhorses, a screwdriver, a rotary sander, sandpaper, a damp cloth, wood putty, a putty knife, sealant or primer, a lint-free rag, paintbrushes, paint or stain, polyurethane, and steel wool. Optional, rubber gloves. Step 1. Take the door out of its frame and lay it across 2 sawhorses to keep it steady and level while you work. Step 2. Remove all of the door's hardware, including doorknobs and hinges, using a screwdriver. Step 3. Use a rotary sander to remove the old paint or finish. Start with a rough grade sandpaper, such as 60 grit, and sand the entire door. Then switch to a medium grade sandpaper, sand again, and finally sand the door with a fine grade sandpaper. Step 4. Dust the door and wipe it with a damp cloth. Then fill in any gouges, holes, or scratches with wood putty, and when the putty dries, sand the filled areas. Step 5. Apply a coat of sealant if you're staining the door. When the base coat is dry, brush the stain on in sections, applying thick coats and allowing it to pool. After 1 minute, remove excess stain with a paper towel or lint-free rag. Wear rubber gloves to avoid staining your hands. Step 6. Apply a coat of primer if you're painting the door. When the primer is dry, brush the paint on in sections. Apply as many coats of paint as necessary, let the paint dry, reattach the hardware, and then hang your freshly painted door. Step 7. Apply a protective coat of polyurethane. Brush in one direction, applying a smooth, thin coat. Let it dry for 8 hours and then sand it with fine sandpaper or steel wool to make the finish dull. Then wipe away the dust and apply a second coat, sanding again after 8 hours. Step 8. Apply a third coat of polyurethane, let it dry for 24 hours, reattach the hardware, and hang your beautifully redecorated door. Did you know? Silicon carbide, zirconia, ceramic, and garnet are the minerals most commonly used to manufacture sandpaper.